All right, Rell, the floor is yours.
I'm ready to break up. And I've been thinking about this for a long time. LeBron, I think it's just time. It's just too much smoke. And I've said this before. It's just too much grinning and not enough winning. And there's too much smiling. You was
Yeah,
at the
but you said that
bowl.
about Swaggy P though.
Yeah,
There's
but
levels.
and that's crazy. And I gotta double it down for LeBron fucking James. It's crazy, ain't it? I gotta double it down. It's too much grinning and not enough winning. Nigga, you talking all this smoke, your old lady tweeting out, Instagramming out, nothing like home Akron. That's cool. Go to Akron, my nigga. We don't need you over here. We cool. Space Jam was fucking trash, my nigga. We know why nobody liked that fucking movie, bro.
A editor, voice of God, who's currently not here. Make sure you please on the YouTube and
Zeus.
then Instagram, please insert Drell's old clip of him saying how much he loves Space Jam with this new
That
clip of saying
shit
how much he hates
sucked.
Space Jam.
That shit
Yeah.
low key sucked, and
For,
I was
for, for,
capping.
for contrast, oh, you was capping. Oh, okay.
Well. First off, I would never speak against the brand of Clutch Sports and LeBron James during that time because that's how I am. I support other black men. I'm sorry, Kev. That's just how I operate.
It's
You
Black
know?
History Month. I support
Yeah,
all
you know.
black
So
men
that's just how I get
this
down.
month.
But being
Nothing
not
bad
all.
about a black man.
I
That's
just
true.
won't. I won't. I won't
just
say
won't say
anything.
that. I
Yeah,
won't say that.
exactly. I just won't
what?
say
What?
that.
What'd you say?
I said I don't support all black people,
Man, oh yeah, on Black History Month. Yeah.
but I just won't say that.
But I'll just say this. I just think this fucking game of tag he wants to play for a player that he wanted, for a roster that he wanted, for a team that he constructed. We knew what we was doing when we laid down with Clutch. I just don't understand what all this hoopla is about because we didn't go get fucking
I
John
think you
Wall.
knew, but I don't think Laker Nation, the Laker Nation.
Oh, I knew what we signed up for. It's a wink, wink behind every closed door. That Anthony Davis did was in the bag when he came. He came to evaluate the roster and say, "Ship him the fuck out of here." And the AD's coming. So, I just don't know how he can go through this and say like he's mad nothing came like Terrence. I mean, I did want to move. It may have been sidestep, but Terrence, like I mean, thinking about Terrence Ross as a sidestep, are you gonna play him over Malik Monk? No.
No.
I mean, so it's just been a bad fit. You wanted this roster, fine. Go to Cleveland. Cleveland, give us Evan Mobley and all your fucking picks for the rest of your career. That's the only way you're getting Braun off our hands. Is for Evan Mobley and the next 10 picks. That's it. That's the only way you're getting LeBron off our hands.
I don't know about that. LeBron's known to be
That's,
patient,
that's
and
not
so
happening.
he'll just wait till his contract expires.
You realize there's cap space in Cleveland currently, right? Like Kevin Love
Yeah,
is
just
going to be
wait
an
till his
expiring
contract
contract.
expires.
Like
When is
Kevin
LeBron
Love-
deal up? 2 years? Next year's
No,
last year?
next year. Next year.
Next
yeah,
year's last year?
playoff.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Go ahead. Walk.
That's when Bradley will
Walk.
be available.
Walk. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Why do
Walk.
you think he's?
I'm sick of this because he asked for this roster. He asked for everything. We gave him everything. And you spit in our fucking face, LeBron. How could you do this? The season isn't even over yet. How could he be literally spitting in Laker Nation's face? Vino would never.
This heel turn you've done, man. Is
Vino would
incredible.
never. I promise you, Vino would fucking never on his
Vino
worst
wanted-
day.
Vino
On
wanted
his
to be a Clipper.
nigga, it's mid-season. It's mid-season. We didn't make a move. We still in the fight. I'm still trying to watch games at 7:30. I like playoff basketball too.
Hope you like playing basketball. Jess, do you have anything to add to this?
Nope.
Man?
Look.
Frank Vogel's conference today was actually after practice was actually pretty interesting. If you guys check it out, get the chance to check it out.
I did.
Honestly, I wasn't excited going into this season about the team, and it's playing out worse than expected. But at this very moment, it's just a mess. And this is the problem where you do this thing instead of actually building a team. Like you had roster space, you had, or I guess you could say, you had cap space to get another max player. Instead of like making a trade that would actually help the team, or I know we didn't. It wasn't that great of a um, free agency, but it's at the end of the day, it's like, what was the identity or the roster you were trying to build besides let's just put a bunch of players and LeBron will figure it out? You can't create an entirely new team and then use the season to figure out people's roles and how to play them and who should start and who should be on the bench. Like, look, I love Austin Reeves. You can't sit there and tell me that was the best pickup you were able to make in the offseason. What were you like?
Malik
No, Malik Monk. They struck. They struck Malik Monk.
But Jesse, can I ask you one question?
Was Malik Monk supposed to be a like a? He wasn't.
No, I didn't even like. Can I ask you one question?
I told Rell, I was off rip. I was like, Malik Monk is gold. I was like, I don't know how. Even Bill Simmons said on this pod, like this next pod, he was like, I don't know how they got Malik Monk.
Jesse, but let me ask you one question, and this for both of y'all. This is the only caveat I will give LeBron, even though I'm tired of his shit and I'm ready for this to end. I will say his only caveat is if we didn't pull the trigger for Kyle Lowry last deadline because of Taylor Horton fucking Tucker, that has to be one of the stupidest fucking moves we've ever done in our
I told you that, and you disagreed with me.
I mean,
but Taylor Horton Tucker is
that.
Clutch client.
Is there an echo in here? Like what? I told you that.
But the whole thing is though, I was on Jesse's side. I thought, why would we trade a clutch client? We want to get him the bag.
That's what
the family comes first.
But the thing is, they didn't. It's not even
the
like
family comes first before the front of the name of the jersey. Say that again.
I mean, at this point, it's all about clutch for LeBron. But it's not about
who runs the. But we've been saying this for 3 years. Who runs the Lakers? Is it really Pelinka, or is it Clutch Sports? It's Clutch Sports. THT wasn't going to get traded. THT still didn't get traded.
Yep.
And it's like one of those things where he lost value, and he's not going to get traded now because everybody's saying, because he lost value. Nah, he's not getting traded because he's a Clutch client. Why are they all upset that they didn't trade for, of all players, John Wall? Was John Wall supposed to turn around and make the Lakers better? Since when can John Wall shoot a jump shot?
No.
Since when John Wall was this great jump shooter?
No, yeah.
Like, come on. What is the difference between?
I wasn't so.
I guess Wall can play defense.
I think the team would have been a little bit better, but I agree.
How?
I don't think it pushes you over.
What is it?
Because I don't think we would have used John Wall better.
I think John Wall knows how to play off the ball. I think John Wall is more understanding of where he's in the league. I think Russell Westbrook still believes he can run a team, which he probably can, just not.
But my thing is play off the ball. How?
But I think
playing off the ball would require him to be able to shoot. I know he got a little better at shooting, but he's not.
I think John Wall can shoot open, wide open, way better than Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook's statistically the worst shooter of all time.
We're not trading for John Wall to be able to just shoot open jump shots. Like John Wall's supposed to be somebody that's supposed to contribute.
No, but John, again, like I said, I agree with your main focus. I agree with you. But does the trading John Wall to the Lakers, just John Wall for this Russell Westbrook, make the Lakers marginally better? I think it does. If it's 15%. Which is still not pushing you to a title team. Great.
I don't think he makes it 15% better. I think he makes 5% better. Like I just don't understand.
You're putting a lot on John Wall, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
You put a lot on John Wall in Instagram videos.
Who is it? And we're talking about
no. It has nothing to do with Instagram. I think John Wall's shown it with Bradley Beal that he can play off the ball. Again, I know nobody like watching a lot of Washington, but John Wall has shown that he can play off the ball. We have never seen Russell Westbrook play off the ball.
But so also, we actually have. When
it was a Harden.
Yeah.
It was a Harden, and they had to trade Capella.
Yeah.
And they had to
but
trade
they
Capella
also played
well
when they shrank the floor, though. They also played better when they shrank the floor with PJ Tucker at center. They the one who really they almost fucked us in the bubble because Daniel House, PJ Tucker lineup that they used with Eric Gordon. Those were good lineups.
I'm talking about when they were on the Thunder, and James Harden came off the bench and ran point and pushed Russ to the 2.
Different Russ.
I mean, you saying he didn't do it, but it's like he did do it. It's not
talking about 10 years ago Russ.
I'm not talking. It's not the player. It's the roster.
It's
If
the
you don't have
role,
it's one of those
No,
things
it's
where
the
it's
player
like
too, because Russ is
Yeah,
not
I mean,
that. He's
it's-
not that nuclear athlete anymore. He's not.
he's not, but it's one of those things where it's like it's you have a bunch of guys that are inconsistent shooters. No team is really afraid of anybody shooting
You know,
the
this
ball
team
that
is
much.
like your team is really struggling for shooter when niggas
Yeah.
is like, man, I can't wait for Carmelo to come back.
Man.
You see guys, you see
Can't
guys
wait for
cutting.
Carmelo to get back out.
You see guys just spread out, and then one player cuts. Like that game winner that Austin Reeves hit. That was a broken play,
Brian came back in the game.
and people are looking at it like, oh, that was that was a broken play. Russ wasn't supposed to have the ball at the end of the game. He starts to drive and just LeBron cuts and he just gives up the ball. And there was 4 guys there waiting for him because that's what they know they're gonna do. Is like these guys, they're not afraid of anybody shooting. So when you bring in John Wall, how much more do I get afraid of somebody shooting the ball? John Wall is gonna do the same thing. Slash.
Yeah,
cut.
And if I have to see
I'm not
another
I'm not
fucking
disagreeing
Stanley
with
Johnson jump shot, honestly, if Stanley Johnson leaves that dunker position again, I'm gonna fucking punch him, cause I'm sick of it. If he
Come on, Palika. You went and got what's his name? Fucking who's this? What's that center's name? Old Clipper. Fucking
DeAndre Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan.
There we go.
And somehow he's still on the fucking roster.
I was about to say, I don't know why it's been cut yet, but
DeAndre, you went and got DeAndre Jordan, who couldn't play a full fucking season last year, and all of a sudden you signed him like a savior. Like
chose Dwight over JaVale McGee just basically because Dwight's been a Laker longer.
No, that's not
JaVale
true.
is-
No, that's not true. That's not true.
Like,
JaVale took more
what
money.
is
We
this
chose
roster?
DeAndre over JaVale.
Okay.
what
That's
was
it
this
is.
roster convention? Like you didn't want to re-sign any player. You didn't want to give Caruso. You didn't even give Caruso another.
No, I would
know-
disagree on that though. But if you're gonna pay somebody, you would have to the way the roster was set up.
No,
you would have to pay
come
Tatum
on.
Horton Tucker
We don't have to
over
stay on this,
Caruso.
but
Come on, over Horton Tucker over Caruso.
because of the younger. He's younger, upside.
He's younger, and that's
But
But
remember,
I'm saying,
Jesse,
no.
go back and watch into last year.
I'm
Taylor Horton
saying-
Tucker,
I'm saying this.
different player.
I'm saying you went with the younger player, fine, but it's all about your decision making at the end of the day. Jordan, what you needed was a Caruso, and you don't like you just dismissed team chemistry altogether. You dismissed all of that stuff. There's nobody that would put together a roster like this. And you think you did something great. That's my thing about it. Like, yes, this is LeBron's doing. Because it was like, we need a third player. And you wanted a big name. And he chose a name over actually fit. And it was
LeBron and AD kind of wanted the rest, and maybe they thought Russ could kind of
couldn't do it. But it was like,
hold the ship.
what was required to do it? That it's literally like you would think that Russ still had that in him, but it's like we saw that he doesn't. If you don't have an actual great shooter around him, he can't shoot. Like Bradley Beal's good as a good shooter. We don't have anybody that's
Avery
close to
Bradley.
that on the. Anybody like, we don't have anybody close to that. So it's one of those things where it's just like
I agree.
the roster's just fucked in the first place, and there was no fixing it. And what you decided was, let me go trade for another big player. And you didn't really think of like how to fill out a roster around the two main players that need the
Lakers
ball.
They got their work cut out for them, basically.
Yeah, and it's like it's gonna be a mess this year. It's gonna be a mess the rest of this season. People are gonna talk their shit, whatever, and then it's gonna be a mess again, and next season because there's just nobody's gonna, unless his contract is expiring, but unless it's a team that just wants to give up players, there's nobody's gonna bail the Lakers out no more. They've been stopped trying to bail the Lakers out. The last time they did it, and everybody's upset because they know nobody likes what Clutch is doing. Nobody likes what Clutch is doing. And the whole league has a problem with that. So they're going to let the Lakers be a fucking mess.
Agreed. Now I'm trying to think of a great transition to start the pod.
Look what the Knicks are doing. Nobody likes what the Knicks are fucking doing either. The Knicks are trying to do exactly what Clutch is doing. But the Knicks can't get in the hopes of like this agent, superstar agent.
Go ahead, keep going. Let's talk through the intro. Let's go.
I'm just saying, like, through like all of that stuff, the two messiest franchises, Lakers and the Knicks.
What we here? We gonna have a good pod. Hopefully a good episode. All right. Welcome to episode 104 of Those Millennials Podcasts. I am your humble, gracious, and highly favored host, K the Classic. I'm here with my nearest and dearest, my boys and friends in real life. Rell's here, emotional cowboy Laker Rell's here. What's up, Rell? How you doing?
What's up, man?
Jessie's here. What's up? How you doing, man?
Yo, what's good? What's good?
What's going on, y'all? Like I said, this is episode 104, and first and foremost, this is not a political podcast, so I don't want to dampen the mood by bringing stuff up, but I just want to say just a quick prayers to everything that's going on in Ukraine. The world is crazy, and just leave it at that. This is not a political podcast, but today has been a lot for everybody. All right, so first and foremost, please don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Give us a shout out on Instagram. Check us out on Instagram. Check out our videos, interact with our videos. Please leave comments on YouTube. Check us out on YouTube. First and foremost, I want to apologize for the listeners and for the viewing audience if you're checking us out on YouTube. Hold on, let me get this product.
Powered by Riverside FM.
I want to make sure I get that off real quick because we're now powered by Riverside FM. First, I want to apologize again to the listeners because we forgot to announce our contest winner, and I wanted to rectify that by finally announcing at the top of the pod our $100. I don't know how we're divvying it up now. I know there were some questions about how we were going to divvy up the 100. I don't know if it's going to be Amazon gift card or we were just going to cash app somebody 100.
That's a gift card.
Somebody was asking if somebody wanted a cash app. So like it was, there was
digital. Oh well, whatever.
Somebody, people was on YouTube.
People can ask for whatever they want. It's our decision.
How you gonna put in the fucking request?
Yeah, it's our decision. Yeah,
on something I said.
Yeah,
come on.
Niggas is different.
How can you tell somebody to go fuck a duck nicely?
All right, so we have a winner for our 100th episode contest. Miss J Lag, aka Jennifer. Shout out to her. She's the winner. Hold on. I forgot. Round of applause. Shout out to her. I actually know Jennifer personally. We grew up on the same block, so shout out to her. I'm actually happy and that somebody I knew and came across and is actually won. But shout out to everybody that entered correctly, and shout out to everybody that's been rocking with us from day one.
And shout out to everybody that tried to enter.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody that tried to enter too. But the ones that weren't able to, that didn't do it correctly, he wasn't able to get part of it. All right, so before I get into the real pod, I wanted to ask you guys a question, like I often do. What does it mean when a girl has you on her close friends list and you don't have her on your close friends list on Instagram?
I don't know. When did this happen? Because if it happened on Valentine's Day,
no.
Some dudes is trying to hide that they have a girl, and some girls is trying to hide that they got a man. But I mean, I don't know.
And this goes for women or men, just because I don't use my close friends that often when
I don't use it at all. I don't use it at all. I mean, it goes back to that thing. Remember on MySpace when they had the top 8 and all that shit?
That's all it is.
That's the new top 8?
Yes, it is. It's just exclusive friends.
It's a form of that. Like, I never took it personal. I never took it as like, oh, you showed something.
Well, the top 8 was a little different because it's visible to all the users.
I'm saying it's a little different than top 8 because
Yeah.
top 8 is like,
It's
you know,
visible to everybody.
everybody sees it. If you don't
But
know, like if
you
you
don't
making
know
something
you don't
for,
know if you're
you
I'm
don't
sure
know.
there's
And to
I'm
me,
sure
it's
there's
like,
hundreds of close friends. I mean, on my that I'm not a
yeah,
part of,
to
but it's
me,
just
if I didn't see one of your posts that you put on your close friend, chances are I probably wasn't gonna watch it or see it if you didn't put it as close friend. So
but yeah,
it don't matter
it
to me.
does make you feel. It does make you feel. I don't know if the word is special, but like you do when you see a close friends green thing in your stories, you do tend to click it faster. I don't know about y'all. Like I know
I
I do.
don't,
I be like, oh
not me. What are you saying that you couldn't show everybody
yeah,
else?
right.
And then
That you
I
couldn't
see
show
it,
everybody else. That's what.
and
That's
then
what.
I
Yeah.
see it, and I'm just like, oh, okay, you could have showed that
Should
to
just
everybody
be a
else.
meal or some shit.
But
Nah, sometimes the
so
shit.
I don't know,
Sometimes
but
the
I
shit get
guess
tight.
I guess if it's a girl you talking to,
Yeah,
I
it's
guess
different.
you could take it, or a dude you talking to, or vice versa, all that stuff. Um, I guess you could take it personal. You can take it personal.
Like this
Like,
shorty puts me
what are
in her
you,
like close
what are you
friends
hiding?
and
Yeah.
she and it's just her like her pictures. I don't know that maybe she don't want everybody to see for some reason, but
Right.
even then I just think that was weird, so I just unfollowed her.
Hey man, your mental health is the most important thing. I'm glad that's what you feel like you need to do to make your mental health good.
So
But
Stop
yeah,
yeah.
chastising me.
I'm not chastising. That was actually real 100%. I was not chastising. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to ask you guys that off the fly. I just think it's interesting because like it's from what I was told when I asked other people this question, they feel like, oh, now you got to add them to your close friends. It's like, okay, well, I don't even use my close friends, so what is that even? If
Oh,
I
I
post
guess.
something, period. If I post something, period, then it's out there. Like I don't, like I said, the occasional Linux picture where like the crib was dirty, like, and I took a picture and I wanted my close friends to see it. Then it's like I've done that before, but like never anything, you know, you're never gonna see anything else other than like, oh, here's a picture of Linux. Her hair's not done, and the house is complete shambles because she runs around just dropping and throwing shit all the time. here, close friends, look. Um, but other than
No, I
that,
just
yeah,
think that shit is lame. Like I don't even like I said, these people add like she shorty added me to it. I didn't even know why she add me to it, but I was just like, what the fuck is this for? I was like, what is this about? What exclusive list is this? So I just unfollowed her. But I mean, I don't use it though, so
I will also say this: taking the time to make a close friends, just unfollow me. Like,
what?
yeah.
Why?
What are we
What?
following each other for? That you have
That's
like
that's extreme.
that you're hiding something like a lot of people like that's like if you're hiding something
They
like you.
wanted to post something
I
that
would
was
okay.
specifically for their close friends.
Yeah, then unfollow
Maybe
me.
they, and a lot of times it's like, from my experience, this is my experience. It's stuff that's posted that like they want quick answers to because like again, when people
Yeah,
see the
man.
green circle, people like it automatically goes into the front of your stories. So like people click on it faster. It's like one of the first ones in your thing or whatever. Same thing with the live thing. It's like one of the first of your stories. So a lot of them is like again, this is my experience. It's like, hey, this is what I'm thinking about wearing tonight. Tell me what do you guys think? And they'll ask a question.
hmm,
Or is this showing too much? Like stuff like that.
hmm.
Where it's
Uh,
like literally asking close friend advice where they kind of want it fast. They want a small little committee to just answer them and
DM
get
them
like
Hmm.
like
that may
the
take too
time.
long. I agree,
That's
but
the time you take to make close to put to your close friends is the same amount
yeah,
of
but
time
some
to
people don't
DM.
answer their DM. But see, you're not thinking like
Oh, okay.
you
So
just
you're
don't.
quick to look at somebody's story, but you ain't quick to look at your DMs.
Some
All right,
people are.
cool.
Some people are. Some
All
people
right,
are.
whatever.
I'm not speaking for me, man. I'm just letting you know. I'm
I don't
thinking. I'm
even
trying
have
to
my
be.
I don't even have my DM notifications on, so it is what it is.
Yeah, well, we know how you are, Jesse. All right. Um. So first and foremost, I want. So obviously, we're gonna talk about. We're not gonna talk about All Star indirectly, but I wanted to ask these guys kind of what they think they can improve the All-Star dunk contest specifically, or Saturday night if they want to improve Saturday night itself. But first, I talked about this on one of the most recent pods. I can't remember when. But I'm going to actually read what Shams posted about this because I'm actually trying to be a professional now. So give me a second. All right, here it is. New York has a plan to phase out the vaccine mandate in the coming weeks. Mayor Eric Adams says at which Brooklyn Nets star Kyrie Irving will be cleared to play home games. So we knew this was coming. Kyrie, I guess, the eye of Kyrie. Wait, how does he do it? It's a little simple. The eye of Kyrie saw this coming. I mean, everybody saw this coming. So Kyrie's the last man standing that was able to just wait out the mandates, and he's going to be able to play in the season without getting vaccinated. Now, let me take you, this is the dark place I was on Twitter the other day. A lot of people, some players, obviously we know Andrew Wiggins was reserved because of his religious beliefs. He didn't want to get vaccinated correctly. Right.
20 million damn sure changed his mind.
Right.
Also, it really wasn't his religious beliefs. He literally says, he literally don't. I took I took one vaccine shot. It got me sick, so I just don't take medication or anything. He literally said that. That didn't have anything to do with religious beliefs. Look it up. That's what he said. He was trying to get a exempt. Let's not mix up the two.
No, hold on. Kevin said religion. No, Kevin said religion. I said he changed his mind quickly because he knew he was going to lose money.
Well,
no. I'm saying the way he was trying to get beyond not taking was a religious. That's what he was trying to do. But it wasn't religious reasons really. It's really he just doesn't like taking medication or anything because that's what he said. I took it. Made me sick, so I don't like taking medications. That's literally what he said.
Before I forget my train of thought, let me continue this. So the place I was on dark Twitter, you know how everybody was surprised that Andrew Wiggins was an all-star starter?
Mm-hmm.
What if the NBA was this fucking sick and twisted that they incentivized Andrew Wiggins like, hey, even if you're close to being an all-star, we'll make you a starter if you get this fucking shot.
NBA don't care that much about Andrew Wiggins. They're freaking vaccinated. He's not even a player there. I don't even think they would even offer that to somebody like him because they don't even give a fuck. Like if he retired tomorrow, they'd be like, cool. Like,
I just thought it was a cool, like to play again. I just thought it was a cool little theory because he obviously, if you'd have known this was coming, I mean, obviously the regulations for him in California are a little different than what's going on in New York. Maybe he waits it out. So like I said, Kyrie waits it out, and
he was never gonna wait it out.
He was never gonna wait it out. Kyrie waits it out. And it looks like he's going to be able to play in home games. So, you gentlemen, does this change the foreseeable future of the outlook of how you guys think of the Brooklyn Nets season and their title hopes? Rell, I'll start with you.
Yes and no. I mean, it depends on how quick they can get everybody together more so than Kyrie. Kyrie's going to do what he does regardless.
Oh, real quick. This does not change that if the Brooklyn Nets play the Toronto Raptors, Kyrie still won't be able to go over there and play the Raptors.
That is very true. So I personally just feel like I don't think it changes anything because I think it's more about the continuity as a team more so than him as a player. They needed him. This is a break. But this whole ramp up shit, like I said before the pod, we're at 22 games. That's literally about the time that you should be that's literally the amount of games I think you need with a new squad, if you ask me. I really think about 20 games is the right amount of time for a new team to really gel that you need to play with new players. And that's what amount of games we have left. So I don't even think it changes because, I don't know, when is Kevin Durant coming back? When is Ben Simmons going to be healthy? That is more so important than Kyrie.
March 9th.
I will say this. This is a crack in the armor if everything breaks the way it's supposed to break. But if you're relying on continuity this late in the season, you're relying on a lot of hope. So I don't think that's a very good thing to bank on towards April is trying to figure out what's your best five. And still then you gotta kind of know going into the end and playing game who your best five going to be. But I will say this: who the hell wants to play that team in the playing game?
Very
What's
true.
the worst they're going to slide? They're going to still do damage. Who wants to see that?
Whoever they play in that first round, I probably, if they're all healthy and the mandate stays what it is, I'm probably gonna pick Brooklyn. Jess, same question.
I mean, yeah, I think Rell hit it on the point. It's like it don't really matter at the end of the day. Like Kyrie being back, maybe they start to win a little more games now, or be in games. But Kyrie is Kyrie. He doesn't really help you win games by himself. Um, so it's all about
That's been
really.
proven.
I was going to say I don't think I said anything that's controversial, and I know I react. So um,
What did he say? Hold on, repeat that last part.
Go ahead.
um, no, I was just alone doesn't win games. We know.
Oh no, yeah, no, I heard no.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not
And
controversial.
so it's one of those things where it's just like it's really on KD, and KD come back healthy and 100%.
I wouldn't even say it's on KD because I think it's more so because I can't blame KD if this shit doesn't go right. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot to handle.
I
What are
don't
you
know,
gonna? You
man.
have 17 big men on your roster. You have 1,000 guards now. It's a smorgasbord of players.
That's the problem. That Zach Lowe hit that on one of his recent pods. It's like, who's your closing five? Because like, depending on your matchup, it's tough. Because like, two small guards are a part of it now.
Anybody but the Sixers, they can
I
play
mean,
against.
but the thing is, you got Ben Simmons is gonna come back. Ben Simmons is gonna play that stretch four. I don't think he he's gonna play the stretch four. Be your defender. You could put KD at the five. And the the real issue is defense and getting the stop. But that's always been the issue.
Still,
That's been the
still
issue
haven't
since
heard a
last season.
peep. Still haven't heard a peep on the Joe Harris front. It's
But even,
quiet.
okay, if it's not Joe Harris, I think you go
For
It's
them,
KD,
quiet.
Ben
I mean,
Simmons,
them
Bruce
getting
Brown.
It's
getting
quiet
set.
on the George.
Them getting
Joe
Seth
Harris front.
Curry, I think, told us what's going on with Joe Harris. Like, I kind of like that.
Maybe.
I think they kind
But
of feel like
he's just so undersized. Joe Harris can at least play a little bit of defense and stuff. But like
I
I
don't
said,
think it's a.
if you got
I think it's
if you got
just shooting.
Kyrie, like you got Kyrie, Patty Mills, Seth Curry, like Seth Curry. I mean Seth Curry is just a better Patty Mills at this point right now.
Yeah, and you got that. Coming out the
Yeah,
bench.
you're right. You're right. You're right.
You can get
Yeah,
that coming
you're
out the bench, or you can get that in five. You know what I mean? Like I think they
I
got
think
like
I think
they're
they like to
not a
have an
bad
option
team.
of either one of those is a good option
Yeah,
because I think Steve
yeah.
Nash wants to play small either way. I think Steve Nash is gonna really try to go D'Antoni ball right now, and I think he's gonna just
He
go
has no
ultra small.
choice.
Yeah,
He has no choice.
and
Blake
he's just
is
gonna
off.
rotate
Blake
his
ran off a
bigs
cliff.
as he sees fit. Because truthfully, even
Blake
though
fell off a
LaMarcus
cliff.
Aldridge is technically a center, to me he's more of a power forward because all he does is stand at 3-point line. So, I mean, it just I don't know. It's just about
I mean,
continuity.
to me, all it does is make phases out their centers. You know what I'm saying? Like so,
which is
Lamarcus
which is their
Aldridge.
weakest point of their team anyway. So
Anyways,
it doesn't really
so
matter.
they're gonna, they actually didn't play bad defense on Giannis in the playoffs last season, and they're gonna crowd in and they're gonna do what they did before, like they did last playoffs, not last season, last playoffs. So, and they're gonna, let if Giannis
I'll
goes off,
give
Giannis
Kevin
goes
Durant
off.
more
But
credit as a defender last year. He really impressed me with his small frame being able to guard Giannis.
I
Like
mean,
I
yeah,
like I didn't
but
think he would ever I didn't think in a tight series
and now you
him
got
being
Ben Simmons that's gonna guard him.
yeah.
Now,
So
so I don't.
Who who but
you'll throw him
Ben,
over there. You're not gonna
you'll
ever
throw him
slow
over
Giannis
there.
down. You'll throw him.
Yeah,
You'll
he's not
throw him
gonna.
over
Yeah, you
there.
throw him over there.
I would say historically Ben hasn't done well
You're
against him.
not. But
He
here's the
got
thing, though. You're
dunked
not
on
gonna have to
by
double.
Babe.
I'm not doubling. I'm not sending nobody.
Yeah.
Fricassee. If it's barbecue chicken, it's barbecue chicken. I'm sending no help.
But it's not, no, what the thing
Giannis
is,
to get another 50-piece chicken nugget from Chicken Flick.
what did they do to Giannis in the playoffs last year? When Giannis had a bad game, they were crowding the paint. One of those things where it's like all they need is Ben Simmons to make it a little difficult to get to the basket, and then when you get there, they're all going to be waiting for him right there. Send that extra man. I don't. I think it's good that congratulations to them that they get their full team, and we'll see where it goes. I don't think they're a bad team. I actually think they got a pretty good bench. If he
No, yeah.
they won't be bad.
Agreed. One last basketball topic, and I promise we're going to be done with basketball. So obviously, we're not going to talk about All-Star Weekend happened last weekend. We're not going to talk about the whole weekend, how it was a LeBron celebration or the Akron Boys celebration, basically. But I do want to talk about the dunk contest that everybody's ridiculed and talked about. Was all over the internet. So, what would you guys do to improve the dunk contest? Not even if it's just the dunk contest or All-Star Saturday Night, period. Because clearly there's an issue. Everybody, every talking head on every platform screamed from the mountaintops that was the worst dunk contest of all time. Even before the dunk contest even happened, people were talking about like none of these guys have any star power. There's no name power in here. Jalen Green was probably like the biggest name, and he was a rookie. So what do you guys think? What do you guys, if you guys have any suggestions to improve the dunk contest any kind of way? Jessie, I'm gonna start with you this time.
Jessie, mute it. You muted.
First suggestion is I got 3 suggestions. Number 1,
okay.
Get rid of it.
Get rid of the dunk contest.
Number 2, get rid of it. And number 3.
All right, man. All right. No. I can guess
I
what
don't
number
know.
3 is.
To me, I don't want to bring in like the idea of like I kind of bringing in like dunkers, but it's like nah. We want to see these guys be athletic and now protected by everything, and it's fine. It's what's the point? Like now you're getting guys in there, and as innovative as people try to be, and all that stuff. It's one of those. If you don't make your first dunk, it gets a little. You can see the person dunking, the energy goes down, or the hype goes down. So
Energy-wise, it's hard to do that.
Yeah, so it's like it's just one of those things where it's just like, I don't know how you truthfully revamp it, but I don't think there's the answer because you can bring in any star you want. I think when it really like. This is something where it's going to have ebbs and flows. We actually got a few great dunk, like last 3 out of 5 years. You know what I'm saying? So we got some pretty good ones. Before that, we were talking about how trash it was. You know what I'm saying? It has. So my only thing is like when they were shooting, like you went to the Warriors, who one of their players. All these dunk highlights, you don't even use him, or you don't get him in the dunk contest. You get the one that doesn't have dunk highlights, like except for one dunk that he dunked on somebody, and it's like, why is he in there? And then, Jalen Green, it's cool. They always try to throw a rookie.
I like Jalen Green though. I expected more out of him.
And then so it's like, other than that, it was Anthony Cole.
Cole Anthony?
Cole Anthony, there we go. Cole Anthony, I guess. But it's like, I think we make all these expectations and hype for it, and you can't really live up to it no more. You know what I'm saying? Because we either seen it before, or we seen somebody do it better.
No, honestly, I think you can still pull it off because, even the recent dunk contests weren't even all that great. It was just harder accolades. Like Aaron Gordon going under the legs, but he went under the legs over the mascot. You know what I'm saying? So it just, and we were just blown away by that. So personally, how I would fix the dunk contest, I think it's time that we just stop denying the dunkers that we do on like TNT and shit like that. Like, yeah, they don't know them, but what if we were to do a variation of like with a star, with any kind of NBA player where they work with them, you know what I'm saying? Or you know, a selective few where it's a team and the dunker with them gets the money, or you know, or something like that where it's a team of dunks where it's no longer just one person, it's two people, and we got to play into that because there's a lot of talented people out there doing some amazing fucking dunks that we never see, even in the G League, even in the G League. So it's like, I just feel like they should implement more expanded other than the All Star when it comes to these events. Like you can leave the other events the same, but dunking is just a spectacle. It's not something that has to be associated with a team. You know, you see the best shooters all year. We may not ever see the best dunker in the game. You know what I'm saying? You see, if good shooters are going to play, Jeremy Evans played 5 minutes and was in a dunk contest. Somehow, somebody somewhere knew Jeremy Evans could dunk, but I just think that at this point we have to implement more just true dunkers to the aspect of it more so than just trying to get big names. Because I don't even know, like I said, there's a lot of good in-game dunkers. Anthony Edwards is a good in-game dunker. He's a power dunker, but he's a great in-game dunker. I don't know if he's a great showman dunker, but there's just so many people out there who can do so many great things. Why not bring them on All-Star Saturday night, pair them with the star, have them do like a dunk, one dunk, two dunk, or you know, and they raise money, and then the dunker gets the money, and because it's more so about the dunks.
Agreed. So I'm gonna bring up something that was on the Bill Simmons podcast. I agree. Both of you guys had a pretty good suggestion, except Jessie with his first two, which is basically kill the dunk contest, because I disagree with that wholeheartedly. But my suggestion is shit, man. Like switch it up. Maybe maybe sort of have a layup contest. Like, I remember when you can get real saucy. You
Yeah,
can get
that's
real
what
saucy with layups.
We wanna fill whole stands for layups. Yeah, that's what we want to do. Yeah, go ahead.
You
Go
can
ahead,
get real
Kat. Go ahead,
You
Kat.
can get real saucy with layups, though, man.
You want a layup line?
That's what he said.
You can get real saucy with layups, man. We used to do it back in the day, but yeah. But yeah. So you guys had just Rell's suggestion was good. Jesse's last suggestion was not that bad. His first two was trash.
I mean, there's so many good and one dunkers that, like, like I said, even in the G League, Mac McClung, he did an awesome ass dunk
Well,
that he
I
posted
do.
on Instagram.
I do have a four.
Real quick. When is Mac McClung getting pulled up to the Lakers roster?
Never. We got no roster spots, bro.
But well, you know, Bays and Draymond and DeAndre's getting cut though, right?
Man, I don't know, man. I think Pelinka like hanging out with these cats, bro.
That's a good suggestion.
I don't know. I don't know if
All
it's Pelinka in there. I don't know if it's Pelinka or Rob Lowe that's really running right now. Pelinka, I think, took the year. I said Rob Lowe, just go act like you me, and that's why he wasn't able to make any trades or none.
And also, too, while we here, never mind. I'm not even gonna do it. I'm not even gonna do it. Go
Oh,
ahead,
I did have a fourth and fifth suggestion of the dunk
Let's hear it.
contest.
Oh, you got two more suggestions.
Yes, fourth,
Yeah,
bring in
really.
like a bring in like a celebrity that can dunk, like somebody that would be like you could team him up with a player.
Yeah,
That'd be
J.
dope.
Cole out there. We saw Miles, the football player. What was his name? The one
Myles
that was done
Garrett.
the celebrity game. Miles
He can
Garrett,
windmill.
big
He
buff
can
ass.
windmill.
Yeah, get
Big
some,
buff ass.
get some other. Even though they probably want to do it because of injury risk. And then my fifth suggestion is get rid of it. Just let it go for like a couple of years.
That's a lot. That's a lot. All right, so done with sports for now. Now I kind of want to talk to you guys about something we should have talked about probably before. Super Bowl halftime show because it happened before then. But now we're gonna kind of speak about it at least on a little bit. We're gonna lightly touch on it because I already kind of know where you guys stand on this. Snoop Dogg owning Death Row Records. What does it mean? Does it mean anything? Any of you guys can take this one.
I don't really think in the aspect. I don't really. I mean, I did look at the actual paperwork and what the name rights of, but I mean, I don't. Like I said, labels don't mean what it used to. Like I said, what he's gonna do? The East Siders ain't coming back, and we not getting no
What?
more
They're
badass
not?
albums. No, Trady locked up, and
East Sider.
we not getting no more East Sider albums. We not getting no more badass music. No more Nocturnal. You know, we not getting none of them. So if we not getting none of those artists, then I don't really give a shit, Snoop. Give us another East Siders album.
Apparently, the album he just released was actually pretty hot. I've heard.
I actually like that song. I actually like most of that album. Back on Death Row.
I've heard it actually slaps. I just haven't had a chance to touch it.
He has a track with
Jess.
Nas that's actually pretty incredible.
I mean, when it's like record labels are still okay. I mean, we got TDE, Greenville, we got OVO, we got Griselda Records.
Griselda, yeah.
But it's never. It hasn't been like it once was, where it was like. I think the last like. You wanted to be a part of that group was Cash Money, Young Money. After that, it's kind of been, go independent, be independent. So, look, congratulations to Snoop. That's a full circle in life.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me clap that up. My bad. Big boss dog moves with Snoop.
I know he has a high position in Dev. That
Yep.
he's being an artist, so he could be a help, and that's all it really is all about. And he knows what it is to be an artist, so he's not gonna artist. So that's always good. But as a thing, this like a pencil move or this is a big deal. Not necessarily, not to me. I would say that to him, yes, it's a full circle life moment. I get to own the record label that I started on. That's amazing. I just say in the landscape of just like hip hop as a whole, as where it is today, it's not as.
That's basically what I wanted to ask. So like, excuse me. Rell kind of touched on it a little bit. My only question with him acquiring Death Row Records is like, what does that actually mean as far as that? Does that mean he owns the music rights, or does he just own the trademarks to actually?
I mean, he owns the record label, so.
Does he own the old? Does he own the old music to Death Row? Is that what that means? Because that's something different.
Masters and everything.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
It hasn't been reported yet, so like we don't know what that means. But like,
I think it's just the record label.
So if this is basically you own the record label, you own the likeness and the trademark, then I mean, no matter what, this is a boss move. But like, if
distribution rights, you can distribute.
Yeah, distribution rights. You can sign an artist. Like, yeah, obviously this is boss move shit. So, but if he owns the masters, then that's a little different. So like, we just gotta wait and see. With hopefully there's further details that come out and you figure.
Yeah, I don't know if he owns the masters. I think that might be. It might still be Suge Knight. So, or Suge Knight sold it off to somebody.
You're muted, bro. Yeah. So
Can you hear me?
Yeah, sir.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. I was saying Phoenix Shakur still owns the Tupac Shakur masters,
That's what
which
I'm
is the
saying.
most important
So-
masters from Death Row because
So, yeah.
nobody give a fuck about the Outlaws.
Why are you, there's Snoop?
Why
Snoop's masters is on the.
Snoop masters.
Well,
But I
there's only
think-
Doggy Style Volume 1 on there.
I think
That's
Snoop
like-
still. I think Snoop actually owns his masters though. I think he bought them off of Suge
I would
Knight.
imagine.
But
all right. All right, so final
Good outlaw music coming up.
final music topic. Rell, do you want to touch on the Donda 2 concert at all? At any point? I know me and Jessie did not indulge at all. So this is
Well, I
obviously the floor is
indulge.
yours again.
I definitely indulge him. Is my mic on? Am I having
Loud.
technical?
Did
Is
we
my
do
mic on? Am I having technical issues?
Did we
Loud
do
and
this
clear.
last
I'm
week?
better than the fucking Miami sound team then. Because if my mic is working, why wasn't Ye's? You know,
That was actually a good one. That was actually a good one. You get one of those. That was actually a good one, bro.
you know what? That sound team, first off, Ye, if you ever give Mike Dean the fucking night off again, if Mike Dean ever has the night off again, whoever was working the soundboard needs to go find God. Okay? Go find God after this show.
Or go find Jesus.
No. They need to go find God after this show because you don't need to be working here. You don't need to be working with Kanye. You need to go find God first. Because the mics wasn't working. I'm sitting there trying to vibe, hear the good music, get that good music in my spirit, and I can't hear any. And it just kept going out on me. I was like, "What the fuck? What's going on?"
Can I ask a question for somebody who didn't watch Donda 2? And this is a serious question. I'm not even trying to make
Go
fun
ahead.
of you. You always think I'm trying to make fun of you. So he was playing Donda 1 tracks. Why was he playing Donda 1 tracks for this Donda 2 concert listening?
He played certain Donda 1 tracks because the 3 of the tracks hadn't been cleared yet. Well, everything's been uploaded, but most of the tracks, 2 of the tracks weren't even finished. So he worked in Coke White and then 2 Donda tracks. But it was more so to feature 504 and Playboy Cardi.
Gotcha. Okay. Which I agree with him and what he said on the verse. That's probably going to be the verse of the year. At least it's the verse of the year right now with that 504 track.
Just say
Jessie, what's that face?
what? Did we just
Kanye.
did we just forget Coach verse? Like what are we talking about here? Oh,
It's February. It's early. It's
oh,
early.
come on.
J. Cole's verse.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not even the
forgot
Kanye
about J.
guy.
Cole. We really forgot about
Jess.
that quickly.
Jess. This is coming from
That
me.
song was better than Kanye's verse was cool. It was good. But it wasn't better than both of their verses on the Benny the Butcher track. Like, what are we talking about here?
I'm not
It's
arguing
apples
with you. I'm
to
saying
oranges.
it's up. I'm saying it's up there. I'm saying it's okay. So you're right. So
It's
you're
all
right.
arguable, though.
I'll say Kanye's verse is one of the verses of the year. It's February though. It's Black History Month.
Okay.
Ooh, it's wow. And see, bro, just take. I'm fair.
I'm fair.
The song. Now, is
Yeah.
it gonna win best rap collaboration at a Grammy? Yeah, because why? The Grammys is a
Alicia
popular
Keys.
contest. It's a popular. But who to say it's better?
I didn't say that.
Both
I
of their
didn't say
verses on the.
I didn't say that. Don't put words in my mouth.
But two things can be true, though. So, I mean, you can
I
like both.
said
I
it's
like.
a-
I don't.
No, see, you're mixing it up. I'm saying I like the song. It's a good verse, but verse of the year versus those.
It's one of the verses of the year for so far.
It's
We're
gonna
in
be. It's
February.
up there. It's gonna be.
It's up there.
It's a nice
It's
verse.
not-
It's a good verse. It's a good verse.
It's early, Jess. Relax, man. It's Black History Month. Don't go at your brother.
But overall,
not
too,
mad. I'm
the
not
Donda
mad.
2 experience, I would say trash. Whoever was, it was like, other than, but I would say this. I'm into cinematography. So the aesthetics of the beat hitting on the water, everything that comes along with it. It's a weekend rollout. People take shit like, I don't understand. People just hate like, oh, what is he doing? It's like the weekend doing this whole fucking old person shit. It's part of the art. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I really like the aesthetics of it, but the sound quality was dog shit. I could barely hear the album. Today was the first time I actually heard Donda 2, other than the Migos track, which is possibly the greatest track I've ever heard. It might be the greatest song ever.
It's not of those millennials pod if Drill doesn't say something
It's
is the
possibly
greatest or
the
top 5 or top
that
20.
track, Kid, We Made It, might be the greatest song I've ever heard in my life.
You can drink now if you play the game.
I think it might be the greatest song I've ever heard in my life. Kid, We Made It.
It's not
Just-
those millennials
all right,
pod unless
we-
Drill calls something the greatest.
All right, we can switch gears real quick.
Please.
What do we feel about? I mean, the Octa is. I don't even remember. I don't even know what the shoe is actually called, but Drake's shoes are finally about to drop. Have y'all seen them?
The
Have
what
you?
are they called?
I like him. I will rock him.
Okay.
I like him. I like the black and the white Jordans. I don't even like black shoes like that.
I want to get the name right because I'm.
Is it Octa or something like that?
Yeah, it's the Octa.
There we go.
High Stepper, right? Is that what they call it?
Uh,
I can't even find it on one of my apps right now. I went straight to Z Sneaker. The Z Sneaker don't even got it posted.
I'm gonna go to Bleacher Report right now.
But yeah, the high. I think it's called like the Hot Step or something like that.
Somebody filibuster
really,
up on him right now.
really bulky looking sneaker. Obviously he posted them when he did the Laugh Now Cry Later video when he's at the Nike campus.
The Nocta with an N.
Yeah, Nocta.
High Stepper, right? Hot
Hot
Stepper.
Step Air.
Hot Stepper.
Hot.
There you go.
It looks like some shit I wear back in middle school.
Yes.
Very, very chunky, old school looking Nike sneaker.
Apparently, not very innovative.
Apparently, Drake was in the Nike kitchen. If they still call it the Nike kitchen, he cooked this up. He was looking at some old Air Max.
But
shit.
isn't this why he left? Couldn't make his own, and they wanted was like black and white version, and now he only comes out with a black and white version of this shoe. Okay.
Well,
What's it? Look, I mean, J. Cole's shoe ain't all that like head turner.
I like J. Cole. I like J. Cole.
I like his shoes too, but I was like,
I like his sneaker way better than this nigga.
I like everything. What do you think? Have you seen the Revenge? That Dreamers collab he's doing Mitchell and Ness? Is that him?
Yeah.
That's pretty hard. I like that.
Those are hard. But back to the sneaker. I don't like them. I think they're a chunky sneaker. I myself won't be pursuing these at all, but I know it's going to be one of those shoes that everybody are going to go off because it's Drake, just like anybody that wears OVO and shit. So shout out to them. Hope there's a better colorway. I heard rumors that, obviously we've seen the black and the white, but I'm sure he has a one-of-one colorway. I think there's like a gold colorway that,
I mean, look.
I don't even know if I wanted to that shoe in all gold.
I mean, gold might gold might not be bad. What I would say is like
maybe a red shoe.
They're made.
It's not a good looking sneaker.
They look the way they're supposed to be made. Like, they have a casual look to them. They look like I see many white girls having dirty white Air Terrace.
We can say that. Did Drake design the shoe?
Yeah. He was in that kid.
It's gonna hit. It's gonna hit its top.
It's gonna hit. It's gonna be one of
career for him.
No
second career for Drake.
We're gonna be talking about this. We're gonna be talking about this sneaker as one of the sneakers of the year and the year, just because of all the hype.
Yeah, but no second career coming for Drake though on that.
It's off the
hype. What I would say is like it looks like casual wear. It definitely looks like it.
Doesn't look like a sneaker
you got the Nike Lab, and that's what you came out with.
It doesn't look like what?
A sneaker. It doesn't look like a sneaker you can wear with shorts, though. From what I see.
No, you can wear that with shorts. Low cut socks.
No, it doesn't. No. It doesn't look like. It doesn't look like.
I mean, I think you can, but I wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
They just look so big.
It's like a Jordan 13. Like I don't, Jordan 13s. I don't think you should. I mean, this is my personal opinion.
Shout out to all the white girls that are gonna get them. For some reason, they're gonna
run
the
heavyweight. The heavyweight. I used to do this all the time on my Instagram, but the heavyweight thought, at least in my opinion, is the like Nike dunks, but like specifically the black and white.
My God!
Black and white.
So tired.
I don't know how many.
Those shoes. All of them.
The black and white dunk clothes. I forgot the name of off the top of my head.
The Pandas.
Yeah, I know.
Bro,
I don't subscribe to the names, but they're black and white.
I also just
those are the heavyweight thought shoes.
Yeah,
just low dunks.
Low dunks.
It's like everybody has the black and white ones, or everybody has the UNLV joint.
They have that one, or the red and gray ones. It's like red and white.
Ones everybody got.
Yeah,
that's a sneaker that everybody's been wearing.
I'm gonna just be real with
obviously,
right now.
I live out here in Las Vegas. I see people. I
at my
drive on
job
the strip every day of my life. I see them every day.
Oh, everywhere. I'll just say this right now. Dunk lows. Get them the fuck out of here. They're fucking ugly. I don't care what anybody says.
I wouldn't go as far as that, but I'm
I hate
tired of
'em.
seeing that sneaker. Just like I'm tired of seeing that sneaker. All right. So moving on to our final topic. Obviously, BET's been slowly creeping out this Martin reunion with the whole cast coming together. They're all together for the first time. They're having to sit down. It looks like rest in peace, Tommy. Obviously, it looks similar to what HBO was doing when they brought back The Fresh Prince and they brought back Friends and they brought back Sex and the City. Besides one person I can't remember off the top of my head.
Did you
I'm not comparing. Did I watch? No, I never watched any of those. Oh, I never watched. Oh, and Harry Potter. I watched the Harry Potter one, and I never finished any of them. I probably started them, but I watched the Harry Potter one because I was watching.
Wait, did you watch Friends growing up?
I never watched Friends.
Oh, okay. I was just
No, I know HBO was doing this thing where they was doing the reunions of all their big name shows, so I was just naming the ones that they've done.
That's different from Sex and the City, right?
What is
Friends show? That's a different show.
Anyway, I know you're lying, Rell, because you watch Friends. You said you watch Friends. Anyway, shout out to BT for actually doing this and bringing this literally juggernaut culture icon, the show we've all grown up on for all our years together, and bring all these people together. I can't wait. Did they say when this drop? It just said coming soon. They didn't say a when, right? There's no date.
I didn't see a date.
I think it's dropping soon. I think that's what Martin posted on his Instagram.
Yeah, there's. So do you guys just talk about the culture impact? I know, Rell, I don't know if you want to do it here, or if you was going to do it on your pod, your top 5 Martin episodes, or
yeah, I'm gonna break down the top 5. But I just the culture impact. I just want to say this is really, it's big. I just hope that this show really gets the flowers that is deserved. I'm glad that Martin and Tanisha Arnold. I want to say Tanisha Arnold. I hope that I'm glad they were able to come back together again, and I'm really, like I said, this show. If you have any involvement with the culture, this show was a part of you. Indirect, hip hop, basketball, everything. Martin was a part of the culture, and it needs its flowers. So I'm just hoping everybody lines up to watch this. I'm just hoping it's good TV, and I'm hoping everybody's in a good place. Different than what because I know, shit happened on that show, but they were black creators growing up as people. The older I get, it's how can you, dealing with shit in your 30s, what I'm saying? Who's to say how you would act, You put these people on the pedestal, but they're normal people. So I'm glad they were able to come together again, but I just hope the show I will be breaking down the top 5 best episodes, my personal top 5 best episodes of Martin on Off the Rails, but I just think that this show needs the cultural flowers that it deserves because it has one of the biggest impacts.
It not only biggest impact as one of the resurgences ever. It's one of those things where when it got dedication, everybody was rewatching it like it was a new TV show. So. Shout out to Martin. Shout out to the whole crew. Tisha Campbell, Tashina Arnold.
I'm getting them too mixed up. Yeah, I'm getting them too mixed up. Yeah, it was
I just want to make. I'm making sure I'm saying names.
No, yeah, those are the names. But I was getting mixed up about who he had an issue with.
Oh, so I wonder if they do. I do wonder if they go into that and see, there's so many different.
I don't think they will. Well, she's divorced from Dwayne now, so she might.
The rumor was it wasn't actually because of that. It was because of other things. So we'll see what happens. And what was said, what came out was that was the issue. It's what it was said is there's a rumor that she wanted to get out of her own solo singing career, doing her thing, and and she needed off the contract, and I guess they didn't want her, so then she came out stuff with Martin. So I want to know, I know a few years ago, Keisha Campbell and Tashina Arnold. And there was like a talks in the show back. It was like just to get them back talking again, and whatever happened. So I think I would hope that we get a lot more truth, and it's gonna be good to see them all together. I mean,
I'm just excited to
Martin
see
and-
just everything that I never got to hear about. Just the
Martin and
unknown
Cole had
about that
beef.
show.
So
Yeah, Martin and Cole had beef. Yeah.
beef. So
Yeah.
it's like, I would like to see like them be mature enough to talk about what happened. Like,
Just young black creators,
Yeah.
innovating, doing shit, and I don't know. I'm just always curious about that story. But also too, I got a confession to make. One last thing before we go. I watched New Fresh Prince.
Okay.
I actually like
Okay.
it.
That was
I
sweet.
actually.
I mean,
like it.
hey,
I think you
people-
talked about it on the last pod, but go ahead though.
No, I just want to say I like it. I'm really
it
liking
barely
the show.
dropped. I don't
I mean, I
Second
watched
to try to watch
one
it.
episode, but then I watched the last two, and I'm starting to like it a little bit more.
take me a second to a second to try to watch it. I get like number one, I really watch the Fresh. That's it. I hope it's like a dramedy. Number two, it really gives me like soap opera vibes or hour vibes and stuff. So it's
Yeah.
like I don't. But from what I heard, it's like mixed reviews. People are like they like it. They like they. I wish it the best. Anybody that knows Prince is in my top
That man
5.
said I wish it the best.
Um,
Said it like it's an X. You really just broke that? Wish it the
I do wish
best.
it the best. I wish it all the
I know. It's
success
just,
in the world.
I know.
But-
I just think it's funny that you used the phrase "I wish it the best."
But Fresh Prince is if it's like in my top 3 favorite comedies. Yeah, I think it goes Martin, The Office. I feel like I'm missing a lot of other shit, but those are the 3 where I'm just like can't budge me on. Yeah, I do wish it all the success in the world. So I actually watch it. I just gotta get past like looking Jeffrey, looking like a he's house manager, but it's like nigga, you can do whatever you want in this world.
Yeah, he had to be more Farnsworth Bentley this year.
Yeah, but I also Uncle Phil doesn't seem like a. What's the one thing where it's like Uncle Phil was this towering figure?
He was just a larger than life figure. Like he was fucking.
As his presence, like
gentle
even though
giant.
Will's like as tall as he, but it was like I can tell like you can't do anything to me physically. I overpower you with my voice. I have this presence, and so I
mean, nobody's gonna be like James Avery though. Like,
You got a real point with that.
No.
Yeah, it was
he had
all
the best
that
combination.
that
He had the best
powering.
combination. Yeah.
true, very true. Yeah, I want to give it a chance, so I'll eventually watch it. I will. Old Law and Order is coming back tonight. Y'all ready for that?
But you can't watch Snowfall. Now you see but you got Law and Order on your DVR ready, and you could be watching Snowfall.
I am watching Snowfall, but I'm on season.
He's got a million to get you. Rell, you didn't watch Euphoria until episode 5, so you can't even do that. By the way, shout out to Euphoria. I can't wait to.
I'm fucking depressed. What do I need a show like that for in my life?
I can't wait for it. I can't wait to find an episode of Euphoria, man.
I stay away from it. I don't in my life, man.
An emotional
I don't
roller
need
coaster.
it. I don't need that in my life no more, man. I get enough of a emotional roller coaster. Life.
I know. I will say this. I never knew how much that like indulging content fucks with your head when you be thinking about shit.
Yeah.
Where it's like after watching episode Euphoria, you start recalling shit that happened to you that was just fucked up. So it's like now you crying. So it's like, what the fuck is going on? So it's like I'm
Like,
tired of that. I
you
can't
be
wait till the
getting
season's over, and I'm done. I'm done with
What's
this.
You
that
be
white
getting-
show that everybody was watching? What was that white show everybody
This
was
Is
watching
Us?
on NBC? This is like
Oh
people
no!
were telling me you gotta watch
I
this.
watched
Is,
5
you gotta
episodes.
watch
It's
this.
an
Is
I was
Us.
extremist.
done.
It's just such an extremist show.
I was
You gotta
done.
watch This
I
Is
was
Us.
done.
And I was
bruh.
like, why? Well, I was like, why? And he was like, it's so
Episode.
emotional. Like, it'll have you crying.
Bruh.
And I was just like,
Every episode,
why would I wanna watch
I
that?
walked that.
Like-
Exactly. Every episode, I was gonna cry. Like, I don't want this
I-
shit. Like, what?
I have trouble with anxiety. Literally going to
Bruh.
therapy weekly now. Like,
I don't enjoy.
I don't need that in my life. Why
I don't
do I need to
enjoy-
watch this?
When he sees his dad, like,
So
God damn.
you want to tell me? So you want to tell me your recommendation for this show is that this show will send me through an emotional roller coaster? Why the
No.
fuck?
I don't know why women choose to go through these gut punches every fucking week. Like I go through it like Euphoria. I'll be honest with you, Euphoria scared me as a show because I knew what it tapped into, and I knew it and I was like, I have to be in a better place in order for me to watch it. I know I'm kind of testing myself. But I got to be in a better place to watch this show. I've kind of read about it. So when I got to it, I got to a decent place, and then there was like 2 or 3 episodes, and then this past episode when like she, it just, and I just like I said, I just didn't know why I had to put myself through this. Like now I'm crying,
Wait.
now I'm going through shit all over again that I ain't been through in years.
We're
Bruh.
supposed to be rapping, but if
No,
if I
we
could
gonna
just-
keep going this.
Whoever.
It's
I need to
brilliant
figure
though.
out this person's name. Whoever shoots the shots that they take in Euphoria, like the artistry shots, are fucking incredible. Like
I heard it's.
They are
I
literally.
heard it's not all that great.
No,
Like a music video.
it's there's some of that. There's some of that.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, it works with the show.
Okay.
It really, to me, it really, really, really works with the show, man. Because when
Hey,
you're
where
dealing
Rell
with
at?
somebody with drugs and emotions,
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I would say this.
works with the show.
I watched. All right, I was trying to watch Succession. I finished the first season. That was an emotional roller coaster. I finished that second season, and I was just like, I don't feel like watching TV anymore, and I haven't watched TV since. That shit about rich white people. I'm like, I don't have no, but it's tense.
So,
It's stressful.
yeah.
I'm like, I don't feel like watching this shit no more. You gotta I don't know how people can watch shit like that. I don't know how people watch This Is Us. I really don't know how.
Or ER. ER is the same way.
Yeah, I don't know how people do that and just was like, let me sit here and be an emotional roller coaster. Succession really had me. He goes up, and this is like something even like relate to ever. And it's just one of those things where I'm just like, why would I want to watch Euphoria and go through that again? Fuck it. I was watching what's that comedy show with Jeff Goodman and on there. It's a Royal on HBO. The Royal.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I know
actually I
what
haven't
you're
started that. Hold on, Jesse, you watched that, but you haven't watched Snowfall.
You have watched Snowfall. He's
crazy.
currently watching Snowfall. He's on season 1, dumbass.
It's funny.
Kevin, season 1 has been out 12 fucking years now. He should be done with season 1 already. You're giving him a pass.
I watched that because it's funny and fun, and I don't have to pay attention to it. But there's moments where that shit stressed me out. Somebody gets shot the fuck up. I'm like,
Yeah. HBO content really fucks with you, man. So you really got to think before you hit play.
that's what I'm like. Somebody got shot the fuck up. That's all I'm gonna say. So when you watch it, you will see. And that shit was not funny. Like, I'm laughing, but that shit was not funny.
I'm good, man. I'll stick to what I'm watching right now.
Yeah, man.
All right, y'all. All right, so please, first of all, Jennifer, with somebody we'll be reaching out to you to give you your prize.
Hit her up today.
Congratulations.
Congratulations again. Round of applause. Round of applause. It didn't work.
This
Terrible.
works for you.
One more time.
Why is it not working?
Never
It's
mind.
not working.
All right.
Round of applause. But shout out to you. Please don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe to us. Check us out on Apple. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out on Google Play. Check Rell out, choking on YouTube right now at the end of the pod. And for Jess,
But
Yeah.
Or is it?
It is. No, it's legal
Just-
over here. It's legal
Oh,
over
it's
here.
like
For Jess,
Yeah.
yeah. For Rell, we're those. I'm Kev, and this we're those millennials, and we're.
Are we gonna record from Cabo?
No.
will we even